GimmeGreen17 and today's video is a review on the 12-inch silent spinner or 30 centimeter silent spinner. First, I will be talking about the pros of a 12-inch silent spinner. The first pro is that it is actually really quiet. Now it's not completely silent. You still hear the sound of the wheel rolling, but it doesn't squeak or whatever. And the only noise you will hear is the feet of your hamster when it's running on the wheel. It actually sounds a bit like it's raining outside. I actually quite like the sound of my hamster running on this silent spinner. So yeah, it's definitely a pro. The next pro is the size of the wheel. It's a 12-inch silent spinner or 30 centimeters. When I put the 6.5-inch silent spinner next to it, you can see how big it is. This is very good for the back of your hamster. It won't arch how big your hamster will be. It doesn't matter. Even the biggest hamsters will run on this wheel. So yeah, it's definitely a pro. I personally don't believe that a hamster wheel can be too big for a hamster. Because when a hamster runs on its wheel, you have to make sure that the back of your hamster is as straight as possible. So in this wheel, my hamster's back is actually complete straight. It won't arch even a little. My hamster really enjoys this wheel, but I won't recommend this wheel for dwarf hamsters because they are simply too light to run on it. They don't weigh enough so they can get the wheel rolling. But for Syrian hamsters, this wheel is perfect, no matter what size your hamster is. The next pro is the design. They come in 4 colors and they are so cute in your cage. I have the red one. I'm thinking about getting another one, a purple one I guess. But yeah, they look just really nice in the cages. So yeah, definitely a pro. The next pro is about the material. This is really hard plastic, so this wheel won't break. It's just fantastic. You can have this wheel for years, many hamster lives. You don't have to buy a new one, they just are great. Also the back, it has this little wheels on the side, so it's so steady. You won't be able to flip it over. This is such a great hamster wheel. The next pro is that it will come standardly with a foot, but you can also hang the wheel on the bars of a wire cage. And last but not least is that this wheel is really easy to clean. Just wash it out and you're ready to go. It's just fantastic. I'm such a big fan of this wheel. But there is a downside. Now I will be talking about the cons of a 30 centimeter silent spinner. The first con is the price of the wheel. It is actually quite expensive. I've paid 30 euros for it. So yeah, you have to think twice if you really want to spend that amount of money on a hamster wheel. The second con, which also was a pro, is the size of the wheel. Now the size is actually very good for your hamsters, but as you can see, I will put the 6.5-inch wheel next to it. when you put this huge wheel in your cage, there won't be much room left for other stuff. Only if you have a big cage, then there is room enough for this wheel, but the smaller cages, this wheel won't fit in. Well, it will fit, but you cannot put that much toys next to it, so yes, that's a downside. The next con is the foot itself. Now, as you can see, this wheel stands very low to the ground. You can only put a couple of inches bedding underneath it, or it won't roll anymore. There's only two things you can do about it. Just don't use that much of bedding, but I personally won't recommend that because most hamsters like to dig. The other thing you can try is to place your wheel on a plank or a box or something like that, so there won't be bedding inside and underneath the wheel. The last con of this wheel is that it is actually quite heavy because it is so large, so you won't easily get it in and out of the cage when you have to clean the wheel. So I believe that there are more pros than cons on this wheel. The only really big con is that it is actually quite expensive, so you have to think for yourself, do I want to buy a wheel that's at least 30 euros? In my opinion, yes, because I really like this wheel, but it's up to you. Thank you all for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed it, guys, and I will see you all next time. Bye!